don't have that much exposure. They're kind of down at the bottom. They're fairly constant over the whole time period displayed here. And it kind of looks like Simsbury Bank might be one of those in this most recent one. I don't know. But what would you say about that?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that point up, John, because it really does. Your point gets to the reality that we are not homogeneous. Business management, bank management, whether at community bank level or really any other size level, we have a lot of decisions that we can make about how we manage our risk exposures and how we deploy our capital and how we earn money for our shareholders. And again, as I referenced earlier, I was in commercial real estate very much during the early 1990s, and so actually one of my rules of thumb that I learned back then was that if you're over 25% of your loan book is in commercial real estate, you're probably close to dead. If you're over 10% in terms of delinquencies, you're probably close to dead as well. Kind of rules of thumb that have stuck with me. So in the case of Simsbury Bank, we've been we tried to be careful during the hot period. There were lots of deal opportunities, and lots of them, many of them didn't make a lot of sense to us. And so we tended to be among the banks at the lower range, and I would suspect that in talking to other people who have stayed at the more conservative end of the scale, you'll probably hear a similar story. Other banks, whether it was because they were a new bank or had a more aggressive business strategy or a different business strategy, were much more comfortable with it. And some of those institutions have lived to regret it. As I mentioned, Patriot Bank, it was recapitalized and the ownership shifted to